Okay, we are live. Welcome everybody to the Node.js Diagnostic Working Group meeting, the last one of May. Before we start, does anybody have any announcement? I don't think so. So just one thing before,
Right.
if you can include your name to the minutes, I'm sending it in the chat. Uh, Here we go. And our agenda is quite short today, just 2 items. And I believe most of you are here because of the item number one, transfer import in the middle, the issue 534. I think we will need to get some input from Stephen and Brian, but I believe by reading the issue that their concern is that who is going to maintain it, which thing specifically, should it be a responsibility of the diagnostic working group or not? But I think that's a valid point. Any other point here?
Um, so I'm well, yeah, okay. So the import in the middle is going to go to the diagnostics working group instead of the loaders.
Um, Possibly, mostly because this module is used for directly mocking patching and for APM, and most of this stuff we handle on the diagnostic side, like LL node, the diagnostic channel, tracing channel are all handled by this group.
Mm, I think there's a lot of overlap with loaders though, because
Yeah, yeah.
there's there's a agenda item that we discussed last week. Joey's proposal for adding a new API for loaders that I think may uh improve import in the middle significantly. So it's kind of odd trying to figure out which one it goes to for me.
Yeah. I still believe that it should be part of the diagnostic, but I'm not aware of discussions on the loader, so I will basically abstain. Yagis?
Uh, I personally think it should be in the diagnostics working group, mainly because of the connection with APMs and but loaders. So loaders is relatively new, and loaders is not a working group as far as I know. And putting this behind the working group is much more safe for the future of the project and for maintainability. And if you put it in for under technical steering committee, then it wouldn't make sense because it's not directly related to Node or the core development. So I feel like it's the best place is the diagnostics, but I'm just the voice raising my concern. So
One thing important to mention is that if we make it part of the diagnostic working group responsibility, we should make sure to make this team active, because if you look to the recent meetings and recent initiatives for this work group, this is basically uh, we are not doing anything significant other than Stephen for like 6 months. I've been part of this group for like 3 years ago, and now I can say we are not having meetings, no longer discussions. If you see the agenda, the group is not very active. So if you want to bring it to the diagnostic, we should make sure that this thing will be reactivated or we get members and new discussions, new points. Personally, on node source, we are considering to join to the diagnostic to help in different areas, also in the diagnostic field. So that's a plus one for me, but we just need to make sure that we will not move an important repository to a team that's not active.
Well, there's been at least one or two people, myself included, that have said we're willing to participate in maintenance of this specific module.
Mhm.
So I think that if those people are allowed to participate in maintaining the module via the repository and publishing, then I think that kind of solves that problem.
And do you believe that you be able to participate in the diagnostic meetings?
Yeah, I've been trying. The times usually conflict with other things, but I made room today for this one specifically because of this agenda item.
Yeah, I guess.
So, particularly for this import in the middle package, Sentry and Datadog and other APM vendors, they have a direct interest in contributing, and which also directly correlates with attending working group meetings such as this one. So I think this might be a way of reviving the working group as well. Because
Yes.
right now we have a goal, managing a goal, and this directly impacts the business of APMs. So I think this is a good way of doing it. But yeah.
Okay, and also from Sentry, you'll be able to participate in the meetings on this current time, or should we uh, ask for a new calendar time?
I think any of our like Tim, Abby, or me, at least one of us will attend.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, we are on all different time zones, so any time fits. So yeah.
Okay. All right.
I also think that like this is a good way to introduce us, at least at Sentry specifically, to working with the diagnostic group. I mean, we're already like looking at issues and trying to fix bugs with import in the middle specifically. But we're happy to help out with other things too. Like we use diagnostics channels and other APIs that this working group owns for our SDKs and our products. So like, you know, it's a good intro. And there are other engineers on our side who are also interested in this. They're just not at this meeting.
Okay. That's important. So yeah. Any other concern or point to raise here? Because I think we can go to the issue and say, okay, basically the new diagnostic team would be interested in supporting this, and then we talk with Brian and Stephen, and then once we transfer that thing, we can discuss if we should ship a new module like under node.js namespace or something like that. But this is up to the diagnostic working group discussion. Yep.
So I think Brian is okay with moving the ownership of the npm package as well as moving the package. He was just concerned about who will be the maintainer of the package itself. And since we have that figured out, the only missing thing is a TSC member such as you, Rafael, accepting the repository, moving from a Datadog organization to Node.js organization, and also making sure that the npm package owner, the OpenJS Foundation, is the owner of the import in the middle npm organization. So it gets done. And I don't have access to it anymore because I resigned, but you should. So this
Yeah.
puts a little bit of pressure on you. Sorry for that.
James?
Yeah, I think the only real blocker from Datadog side, just in my conversations with Brian, is that the diagnostics team is able to mediate all the interested parties and not block anyone from getting fixes out. Like right now, the issue is that if New Relic or Sentry or whoever else has found a problem in import in the middle and has put up a fix for it, it can take quite a while to get it released due to the timelines that Datadog needs. So that's the only real blocker that I've seen from them, is that that the working group needs to be committed to making sure things can flow quickly and easily.
I think that having the responsibility to maintain it would not allow us to block like fixes from different or accepting fixes from different users. I think I think the point of having control of this package by this group is just to think about the future, what we are going to do with Node.js 23, what if it breaks, like and improvements that we can ship possibly on the Node.js building. Like the idea is to we all know that the ideal world is to not have this package for APMs, right? So I think this is this responsibility of this group. Discuss on how to maintain it and how to make it sustainable. Like instead of having a package, let's try to ship something quite similar for Node.js building that will not conflict or will not create security flaws.
Yeah, that's the overlap with loaders that I was talking about.
Okay. Yeah, but working groups always overlap. This
Okay.
is normal. For instance, Node.js release overlap with Node.js build in some moment. Okay, so I don't think we have anything else to discuss, right? We have the website, but I don't think we'll be able to discuss it now. Any other point? I believe that Stephen will be looking to the recording anyway. So okay, that's it then. So thank you everybody for joining and see you in 2 weeks.
Thank you.